we're really excited about the group coming in this year.
Anytime we get playing here at the Arthauser Center, it's electric.
You run them over a couple times, or what?
Probably not. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I got hit in the head a few times.
Hey, it's Rob Lindsay once again, and welcome to another edition of Breaking the Ice, as we're gearing up for a big weekend here at the Arthauser Center. And joining me right now is the Prince Albert Raider General Manager, Curtis Hunt. Curtis, thanks a lot for coming by today.
Appreciate you having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the big trade that took place earlier this week. We're going to kind of focus on that. Shipping off Nolan Allan. Can I ask you first off, when you first saw Nolan Allan play, do you recall what did you see back in the day?
That was the year that they canceled all the provincial tournaments.
Oh, really?
And so I didn't see Nolan play.
Okay.
And I'll reflect to Ronnie Gunville saying, he says, we got a good one. And I said, well, explain it. He says, well, he plays the game in an easy chair. And I thought, And then when I saw him at camp, first off, I couldn't tell him the difference between him and Caden Gooley.
Yeah.
And the second part is he plays the game in an easy chair.
Really?
Well, you've seen it. He's poised. He's relaxed. He keeps everything calm. He keeps everything in front of him, and he's just been a tremendous asset for us.
Great to give Ronnie Gunville, God bless him, a plug there too. He was working hard back in the day too. When he
Actually, the deal made me think of Ronnie. That was his last first rounder. Rest in peace. But I think he's smiling up there, knowing we got maybe some good first rounders ahead of us.
And earlier this week, tell us about the trade that went down earlier this week.
Yeah, that I was chased for quite a while with a few teams on Nolan this year. As a matter of fact, they've been after me. It's funny how the vultures come out when you don't have that great start. You start 0-2 against those pesky Blades, and they start calling. But it was one of those deals that I was the one who really held it up, and the reason is because I know. You know the player, what kind of person he is, what he brings to your club, what he brings to your room, what he's done in the community, and a real pro. But it was just one of those things where we were looking for certain things in return. As I mentioned in the media, I think it helps our team today. The forwards coming in bring us skill, bring us grit, compete, speed, all the things I know our fans love to see. The D, I guess the best description, and we'll see here tonight, is maybe a little bit like Masella. Now it'll take some time for the guys to get acclimated into our system, but big, long D, moves real well, can play any way you want to play it. You can't replace Nolan Allan, but we think our group collectively should be okay. And
all those picks, coming up over the next few years, having those in the back pocket, that's pretty nice too.
Yeah, I think the last pick in the group is an 11-year-old today, so that's someone's going to be happy in 2030. But you know what? I really believe you have to build from within. You make trades when necessary. If you think about our championship team, go back to Dale Durkach and the picks, whether it was Scotty or the later picks like Hayes or Parker Kelly. And then we were able to supplement that group with some key trades and some players that put us over the top. So we're in that part now. We're scratching and clawing right now for that last playoff spot. That is our goal and mandate, is to get in. Anything can happen. And, we just want to continue to build and build and build. And I think our coaches do a terrific job every day working with our guys. And, as always, want to put a product on the ice that we can all be proud of.
I saw the other day, too, on one of the Raider fan pages, too, they were saying that Curtis Hunt, no one's ever going to win a trade over him. Heck, he could trade off our mascot and get a first-round pick. I saw that one, had a chuckle.
I think that mascot cost us a first-round pick when I talked to Sis about getting him. But, I don't know. You know what? Maybe we just got lucky. I don't know.
How much work goes into a trade like this? Lots of phone calls, obviously. You must have been on the phone. It must be exhausting, too, working so hard at it.
Yeah, I got out early. I was lucky. There's considerable expense as well. Yeah. I believe you have to see the players, watch them play, see how the coaches use them, see their body language, how do they react to different scenario situations. So I was able to get to BC and into the U.S. early in the year. I saw most of the teams on the other side twice, which was great. and of course, to avoid the winter weather was even better.
Yes.
Especially through the passes. But and then the phone calls, as you mentioned, there were multiple teams very interested in a player like Nolan, and so you're on the phone and you're back and forth and you're discussing different players, different ages, different positions, all those kind of things, and of course the picks. And in the end, when it comes together, it's a little bit like that buying remorse too. I was driving to Saskatoon last week to watch that Regina game, and just felt sick to my stomach. What have I done? But you know what? Things will be fine. Players will play, and like I said, continue to give the fans something proud.
He's going to fit in so well with them too, with the new team. Too bad they're further out west, so it's going to be a little bit harder to see Nolan play with Seattle. But definitely, he's going to step right into that lineup and put up some minutes.
Well, their D right now, they just added the 20-year-old they picked up from Edmonton, who returned from pro hockey, and the name has slipped my mind, but they've got two really good young D. Korchinski, the local kid, is a hell of a young player, and I joked that there they can start playing together. They can play for Chicago for the next 10 years. For those Chicago fans out there, you might want to get a WHL Live subscription and watch some of that. But he's in good hands. They got a really good team. I think they're going to push Kamloops and Prince George and Portland, Everett. Well, it's a big division, but
it is.
For all it's worth, it's going to be good hockey over there.
Well, even last year, I remember once Caden went to Edmonton, I think I'm sure all of us Raider fans focusing on Edmonton because Caden's our guy. Even though he's with a different team, he's still our guy, and followed him all the way the steps that he went through in the playoffs too. So that was pretty special.
And for Caden, in the end was a playoff MVP and was tremendous in the Mem Cup, and we're so happy for him. But this is maybe my biggest point is that TSN, remember, because you forgot last year with Caden Gooley, is a Prince Albert Raider pick and developed player, as with Nolan Allan. Or when he makes this World Junior team, he's a Prince Albert Raider. Let's not forget that, guys.
I did see that. Like they said, he was a product of Edmonton. It's like, no, I'm sorry. No, he went there for just like half a year, 3/4 of a year.
Get a little protective on that one, I guess.
I don't blame you. I would be too. I was ticked off when I saw that as well. Let's just talk a little bit too. Let's send a message out to the fans. A lot of them in Prince Albert, very devout Raider fans. They take this team to heart. They come here, they cheer, they love the team. And a trade happens like this, sometimes people are going to be like, yeah, good job, you got picks, we're building for the future. But still, there's going to be some people that aren't happy. Let's just talk about the process, if you would, Curtis. You can't win every year, although we'd like to, but there is a rebuilding process, isn't there?
Well, yes and no. I look at Kootenay. When I got here, it seems like forever ago, and yet I feel like I'm just brand new. It's funny how that works. But I look at teams like Kootenay's early 2000s before they moved in the postseason every year. Find a way to get in. I said to the board when I interviewed, I said, it isn't my mandate to be a 7-8 team and make trades to try to get in late. What we want to be is a consistent 4, which means sometimes you're an 8, as we were last year, and sometimes we're a 1. But if you're a consistent 4, if you do a good job with your draft, which you have to, because you have to develop your own players, you have to bring them into your culture, and you need to have legacy in your culture with your older players. So you've got to be careful when you make these deals that, you've got enough of those guys that know and understand and what it means to be a Raider here in town. And we tell the players, like, when you come here, you are part of this group. You're in the community. We want you in the community. We want you reading to our kids. We want you supporting our seniors. We want you skating with the youth. We want you in the outlying communities, and understand that all of us together make this organization great. And I feel that way. And so, we made this move. As I mentioned, it maybe takes a little bit off our back end, but I think it enhances our forwards. And I think the collective whole, we're still in really good shape. And I say it, we're looking for that playoff spot. And we want to bring that hockey to our fans. And the other thing about picks is I can use picks now to supplement the group. We still have 2 months to deadline. See what happens now. This might change some people's thoughts on our side. On the other side, who knows where it goes. But there might be an opportunity to, again, enhance the group. And anytime we can do that for a reasonable price, we will.
And scouts have got some work to do now over the next couple of years. Lots of phone calls. Okay, boys, let's go watch some hockey. Tell me what you got, eh?
Yeah, our guys are out there. They're busy. They're pretty excited about the first round picks. They always are. It's certainly their Super Bowl.
All right. Well, Curtis, hey, thanks a lot for sitting down with us, talking more about a great young man that was here in Prince Albert's. Went down in Raider history as one of our great defensemen, NHL draft pick, former captain as well too, and we'll be seeing some great things from him down the road. And all the best of luck the rest of the season, buddy.
Thank you very much. And you know what? It worked great for Chris Phillips.
Sure did.